Hello. A lot of folks ask about how to actually become a certified resume writer. And while there is no one single body in the United States that does it, there are several organizations out there that provide very good instruction in how to write resumes and offer certification. And I would like to talk with you a little bit today about one of those, which is part of the National Resume Writers Association, the NRWA. And they offer the credential of Nationally Certified Resume Writer, or NCRW. And the eligibility is such that you must be a member in good standing of the NRWA, and of course you pay dues to do that. And then who would want to do this? Obviously independent resume writers, career coaches, college placement office counselors, military transition staff, and outplacement staff, all of whom would be very good candidates for this particular credential. Now there are some criteria that you need to meet. I'd like to go over just briefly with you. Again, you must be a member of the NRWA to begin the certification process. And they encourage you to have a minimum of 2 years experience in resume writing. And you also need to accumulate 10 continuing education units to keep your resume writing certification up to date. And this particular website offers also a place where you can click through to see a list of approved CEUs. So once you've done all that, you submit a matching cover letter and resume for review by their graders and $50, and they take a look at it and decide if you have indeed learned enough about how to effectively write resumes to be granted the title of Certified Resume Writer. The test that you would take is divided into two parts. The first one is a grammar test, and the second is a resume and cover letter writing test, as you might expect. And this test, by the way, is quite interesting because, as you know, grammar in English is a constantly changing thing, and it's important to stay up on how language changes and what are the current uses. When do we use like? When do we use as? When do we use which and that? And all those little difficult things that we frequently talk about, and it's a very, very interesting test, by the way. You would actually be reviewed by 3 confidential graders, and they would send their comments on to you, and then should you pass, you would find out in 2 to 3 weeks that you have indeed passed. If for some reason you don't make it through the NCRW, the Nationally Certified Resume Writer test, the first time, you are eligible to take it again in 6 months. There is a 6-month minimum time before you could do it again. And then there are also some continuing education units that you would have to do to continue this certification. So all in all, it's a very good way, again, to learn, if you're a career coach or a resume writer, to begin with an outplacement counselor or just a counselor in general, working with people in resumes. This is one way to really keep your skills sharp and, believe me, learn a lot about grammar in the English language. Thanks very much.